In this video, you will learn Python data analysis using a real dataset. We will scrape the data from a website, analyze it with Pandas, and turn it into a clear visualization in just a few lines of Python. Here is the list of all modules I'm going to use, and this is the link of a website we're going to scrape. Let's go to this website. This is website of a bookstore, and the main idea here is to get the average price based on a rating. Here we have a rating and here we have a price, and we want to get for every rating what is the average price of a book. And here we have multiple pages. I want you to look at this URL here. When I click this next, you see that this page 1 changed into page 2. And that's how we are going to traverse these pages. I'm going to get the average rating, price, for only 5 pages. So let's get started. First, I'll create a list where I will store my books. At the beginning, it should be empty. And I said I want first 5 pages, so I'll write a for loop for page in range from 1 until 5. And I need to change my URL, so I'll write URL equals, let's copy this here. But I want an F string because I don't want just one page. I want the page to be based on this page variable here. So I'll write here page. And that's how we're going to traverse the pages. Now we should get them. I'll write response, for example, to be the name of the variable, and use requests.get, pass the URL, and let's write timeout just for safety. And now we can get soup, because now we want to get an actual HTML from it. So write soup, beautiful soup, pass the response, but it should be a text. So I should write here response.text. And what is the feature? HTML parser. Now we want to traverse this soup. So for item in soup, but from soup, I want to get articles and the product. I will write here soup.select. This will select all of those articles, and write article.product pod. This will get me all the elements that have this article.product class. And now I want to get the title. To get the title from item, I should get an h3 tag. And from h3 tag, I want to get a tag. And from a tag, I want to get the value of the attribute title. Then from price, I want to get, first I need to select one. Select one. This will give me the first element that has class price color. Now I need to convert it to be a string, and I need to write .text for that, and then strip to remove all unnecessary spaces. And then I want to get the rating. So I'll write here rating equals item dot, and then get from p tag the value of attribute class. But this class has multiple values, so this will be a list. And if I want to get just the rating, I need to write here 1. This price won't be a number. It will be a number, but as you have seen here, we have the currency, which is in this case pound. That's why here I have to remove that pound and convert it to be an actual floating number. So write here price underscore num, short for number, and write float, and write here price dot remove prefix, and here pass what prefix. For some reason, when you scrape the data, you don't only get this pound currency, but you also get this a hat. I don't know why, but that's what you get, and that's why you need to remove both of those to actually get the numbers. And after we've done, now we have the data we can put in our books. So here I will write books.append, and I want to append a dictionary. Title, and here I should pass title. Then for price, I should pass price, but now number. And also for rating, I should get the rating. Let's print books, but I don't want to print all the books. Let's just print the first book. So here I'll write book and write 0 books, sorry. Let's see what is the price, the title, and the rating of the first book. If we come back to the first page, so the title is A Light in the Attic, the price is 51, and the rating is 3. So let's see if we will get all those results here. Let's run the code. And as you can see, the title is A Light in the Attic, price is 51.7 pounds, and rating is 3. So our scraper works. And we've done scraping. Now we should convert this into a data frame using Pandas. In my previous videos, I only showed you how you can create data frame from Excel or from CSV files. But actually you can create data frame for any iterable. So here I'll write data frame equals pd.dataframe and pass my books. And that's it. As you have seen, the rating is also in words, but I want to convert it to be in numbers. That's why I will write this dictionary here. It will convert 1 into 2 into, etc. And let's do that. So I will create here new column that will be named rating number, and it should be equal to data frame rating. And on this rating, I want to perform map function with this rating map dictionary. And this will map every word with the exact number. And now let's get that average price. I'll name my variable average price by rating. So first thing I need to do is group everything based on their ratings. So I'll write here group by and group everything based on the rating number. And then I'm only interested in prices. So I'll write here price column. What I want to do next is find the average value. So here I'll write mean, and this will give me the average value. But now indexes may be a lot over the place. Maybe I have index first 3, rating 3, then 2, then 1, then 5, etc. But I want them to be in an ascending order based on index. So here I'll write dot sort index. And that's it. We've got our average price. Let's print everything to see if it actually works. So here I'll write print data frame head. This will print only the first 5 rows. And we only have first 5 rows. And here let's print average prices. And let's print that variable average price by rating. Let's run the code to see what we will get. As you can see, at the beginning, they were all over the place. But here we have the exact rating based on each, the exact average value based on each rating. And the only thing left is to now visualize this data in some graph using Matplotlib. So to do that, first I'll write plt.figure to create the figure. Then I'll write x to get the axis and run plt.gca, which is get current axis. Then set axis to be below. Axis below, and here write true. What this will do, this will put all the axes below the data. And let's write axis.grid, write it to be true. And I will also give it some alpha. I don't want to be a solid color, 0.2. And I don't actually need a graph. It's better to write bars or a histogram, however you want to call it. So here I'll write x.bar and write average price by rating. But on x-axis, I want the ratings. The ratings are in variable index. And on y-axis, I want the actual values. So I'll write here value. And the only thing left is to name the axis and do some formatting. I'll write here plt.title and write average book price by rating. Then write plt.xlabel rating, and on y-axis y label, which can be average prices. And also I'll write plt.tight layout. It's good to write this so you don't have any overlaps and everything is displayed nicely. And write plt.show. And let's see how our final project looks like. It's pretty cool, isn't it? We've scraped the data from a website, processed the data using Pandas, and then displayed it using Matplotlib. And that's a simple example of Python data analysis using real data. If you want to learn how we actually scrape the data from the website, watch the web scraping video on screen. And subscribe for more practical Python tutorials.